Welcome, yogis. Jacqueline here. Today's practice is all about balance and continuing to cultivate the qualities that help us transition into the fall season with ease. So, we'll be thinking about grounding and warmth as we work on our balance today. You don't necessarily need anything but maybe a blanket or a pillow, and we'll begin in a reclined pose. So, come and lay down on your mat with your knees bent and your feet flat. Again, there's that grounded element to this. Your hands could be by your sides or maybe resting on your belly. And you might even take your feet a little wider towards the edges of the mat, the constructive rest where your knees come together. Find where you're comfortable at. Closing your eyes. Take a moment just to check in with what your balance is like as you begin the practice today. In your body, in your mind, in your breath. Do you feel balanced? And then starting with your breathing, begin to breathe in to a count of 4. Then I want you to hold for a count of 4. Exhale to a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4. It's called a box breath. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in. 4 counts in. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Do that just a couple more times. It's your box breath. 4 counts in. 4 counts to hold. 4 counts to exhale. 4 counts holding before you breathe in again. One more time on your own, your box breath. So you're balancing your inhale, your exhale, and the spaces between. And take a deep breath in through your nose as you finish. And exhale slowly. And just notice, what is your state of balance like now? Start to open up the eyes. Let your hands rest by your side. Separate your knees. You're going to lift your right knee in towards your body. Taking a moment here, just relax in your shoulders. And start to stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling. You might hold the back of your leg around your knee or your thigh. And circle your toes, kind of warming up that right ankle. Again, we're going to do a lot of balance in our practice today. And then just let your foot relax. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring your right foot to the ground. Lift your left knee in towards your body and holding here for a moment, relax your shoulders. Extend your left leg with your foot lifting up. Hold where you most comfortably can. Begin to warm up the left ankle, drawing circles with your toes. Take a deep breath in and just let that left foot relax. On your exhale, bring your left foot back down to the mat. Reach your arms to a T and start to lift your knees in towards your body. And so we're going to start to warm ourselves up here, twisting in a flow. Your knees don't have to go all the way to the ground. Every time you breathe in, you're going to be in the middle, just like this. As you exhale, let your knees fall towards the right side. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to the middle and just moving with your breath. Exhale to the side. Inhale to the center. We'll do this a few more times. Exhale to twist. We'll do 2 more in each direction here. Your breath is your guide, and you really start to embody all of these fall qualities where you're grounded, you're warming, and you're balanced. This will be your last one. As you finish, go into happy baby pose, lifting up your feet, and you might hold your ankles, the sides of your feet, maybe even your big toes. You could also hold around your shins or the back of your knees. Your shoulders, your tailbone, pressing to the floor, grounding. Your knees coming a little more towards the mat. Begin to rock gently side to side, massaging your back. You're going to come to the middle of the mat and keep your feet up. Lift both of your legs up and at the same time reach your hands up. So we're going to continue to warm up the body here, a little bit of work for the core. So you breathe out, bend your right knee, and let your left hand reach over your head. Then you're going to inhale back to the center, lifting your foot, lifting your hand. Now as you exhale, bend your left knee. Let your right arm reach overhead. And inhale back to the middle. Exhale, left knee bends. Or right, you're going to alternate back and forth. It's going to be easier just to say switch, but it's opposite leg and arm. So if you've got your right knee bent, your left arm's up. Inhale up to the middle. Exhale to switch. Inhale to the center. And continue like this. We're going to do a few more. Inhaling up. Exhale, you alternate. And in addition to finding this balance in the body, it starts to create that balance in our mind. So we have to think right, left side, right brain, left brain to coordinate. One more. And then hug in both knees towards the chest. You might again rock gently from side to side. And bring your feet onto the floor, keeping your knees bent. And if you have any support under your head, you'll go ahead and remove it for this. We're going to come into our bridge, our back bend. Hands down by your side and hip distance at your feet. Press down into your feet as you lift your hips, looking straight up towards the ceiling. Lifting in the chest, strong in your legs. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Again, embodying all of these fall qualities, grounded, warm, balanced. And on an exhale, begin to bring your hips back to the floor. You're going to keep your knees bent, but your feet might take a small step forward. Reach your arms straight up. Using your core, see if you can draw your low belly in towards your back. Start to lift your head and your shoulders and try to lift using your core strength. It's challenging, but you're going to come up to sitting. And then we're going into our boat pose. We're going to lift the toes, your upper body's leaning back, but you're still in a neutral spine, so you're not rounded forward. Nice and long in your back. Inner thighs kind of hug towards one another. You're going to keep breathing, keep balancing. And then we're going to come out, cross your ankles, bring your hands to the ground, roll over onto your tabletop pose. Setting up here on your hands and your knees, shoulder distance between the hands, hip distance at your knees. On an inhale, start to arch your back, looking up for cow. Exhale to round back into calf. We'll repeat that one more time. Inhale, arch forward. Exhale, round back. Coming to a neutral spine, bring your forearms down to the floor. And just make sure that your arms aren't too far apart, so you're still shoulder distance. You should be able to have your hands reach and grab your elbows easily. Breathe in, arch forward, cow pose, looking up. Exhale, cat, rounding your back, tucking your chin in. Do two more like this on the forearms. Inhale, arch forward, may not be as big. Exhale, round back. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Then you're going to lift up onto your hands and tuck under your toes. Finding a toe stretch, let your hands walk back towards your knees. And at any point, if it feels too intense, you might just stay as you are. You might be able to come all the way up where you're sitting on your knees. If you need, sometimes you have to kind of untuck the pinky toe. And then you're just going to take a couple of breaths here in this nice toe stretch. So later on, we're going to do a toe balance. And this is just kind of preparing, foreshadowing for that. Take a deep breath. And then bring your hands back onto the mat. Once you've done that, untuck your toes and let the tops of your feet relax. Turn your fingers out towards the edges of the mat. Begin trying to keep that shoulder distance between your hands. Begin to rock side to side in a way that feels good for you today. And then you might even try to turn your fingertips back towards the body. You might have flexibility to do both hands at the same time. You might just want to do one hand at a time with this. And you could rock forward and back. This stretch is a little more intense, so you might just hold here and breathe. Finishing up on both sides if you need. Then returning to your tabletop where you've got your fingertips extended forward. Bring your left knee towards the middle of the mat. Send your right foot back and lift it up into half spinal balance. So you've got your right foot flexed and your toes are pointing towards the floor. Engage your core so you're hugging in your belly muscles, looking beyond the front of your mat. So you're not looking straight down, you're looking a little out. Breathe here. And then set that right foot to the ground, slide it over towards the left side, looking towards the left shoulder. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale. Come out and bring your right knee to the ground. That right knee is going to go where the left one was, so it's a little more centered on your mat. Half spinal balance. You're going to extend your left foot back. Foot is flexed, toes point towards the floor. And your foot is in line with your hip. It doesn't have to be really high for this. Your belly muscles hug in, kind of like you're buttoning up jeans. You're looking out a little beyond your mat. Breathing here. And then release your left foot to the ground, toes tucked under. Slide your foot over towards the right side and look towards your right shoulder. Breathing here. Slow exhale. And then you're going to come back to the middle of the mat. From there, tucking under your toes and going into your first downward facing dog pose. Lift up your hips and knees, staying strong in your upper body, your palms, your knuckles, all pressing down. Shoulders, if they're up in the ears here, move away. The shoulders are wide across the back. You might nod your head or find any other movement that's appropriate for you in this moment. I'm just kind of checking in. Do you feel balanced? Is there any changes you could make with your body, with your mind, or your breath to find more balance here in your downward dog? And we'll start to come to the front of the mat, stepping or jumping to get there. Use an inhale to lift halfway. Exhale back into forward fold. Have a slight bend in your knees and stand slow, arms overhead. Bring your palms to meet. Then exhale your hands in front of your heart, standing tall. Starting to move through a half sun salute. Inhale. Well, let's add in a chair. So as you breathe in, bend your knees and have your arms reach up. Exhale, palms together, twist to the right. Inhale the arms back up in chair. Exhale, palms together and twist to the left. Inhale the arms up in chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back your right foot and bring your right knee to the ground. Reach your arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. From plank, you can go through your vinyasa flow, push up and back bend, or you can go right into downward facing dog. So you've got the option in this practice today. You might move through those vinyasas to cultivate a little more warmth in the body. Step your right foot to your hands. Drop your left knee to the ground and reach your arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor, but this time step your left foot up to your right, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Keep your knees bent, sit your hips low. We'll come back to chair pose. Exhale, palms together, twist to the right. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, palms together, twist to the left side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back and bring your right knee down to the mat. Inhale your arms up overhead and low lunge. On your exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Tuck under your right toes, lift up your back knee, step to your plank pose. Keep your gaze forward. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing into the hands. Exhale, flip the feet. Lift your hips straight back and up, using your core strength, warming up the body. Step your right foot to your hands, drop the left knee down. Inhale the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time, step up your left foot to your right, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Keep your knees bent, sit your hips low. We're going to rise back to our chair pose. Grounding here in the heels, feeling that warmth from the sun salute. Bring the palms to meet in your heart. Standing pigeon, you're going to stand on your right leg, cross your left ankle. It can be at the other ankle, at the shin, or maybe even up at the knee. Sitting back in the hips, balancing here, breathing deep. Maybe trying that box breath, that balanced breath. 4 counts in, 4 counts to hold, 4 counts out, and 4 counts before you breathe in again. One more time, holding here. Straighten your right leg. Start to stand up. Lift your left knee towards your chest and see if you could hold your leg, maybe at your knee, maybe at your thigh. And try to align like your shoulders over your hips. It's going to make this balance easier. Bottom foot, 4 corners pressed down. You're going to take your left knee towards the left side of your mat and bring your right hand to your hip when you do that. All right, now you're ready for tree. Set your left foot up against your right leg, and that can be up at your thigh, down at your shin. Again, you're going to stack your shoulders over your hips, standing tall, balanced. Palms can either be at the chest, or you might reach your arms overhead. Wherever they are, have your palms together. Keep balancing. See if you can do a side bend and take a little lean towards the left. So like a tree, we've got strong roots. We can move and sway with the wind. We bend, but we don't break. Keeping that strong foundation, keeping your balance. Come up and stand, releasing both of your legs. Maybe shaking it out after that. And just checking in before we do the other side. What is your state of balance? So it might feel off after doing one leg versus the other. One leg maybe stronger, maybe a little more sore. Maybe one leg feels longer than the other. Just kind of notice what you notice. And then we're going to go back into our chair pose. As you inhale, bend your knees, have your arms reach up. Bring your palms to meet. This time you're going to be standing on your left leg. Finding your standing pigeon, your right ankle might cross at ankle, shin, or knee. And we're going to spend a little bit of time here balancing. Bottom foot is grounding, those corners of your foot pressed down. Holding a little bit longer, maybe that box breath where your inhales, your exhales, and the spaces between are all even. And then you're going to keep grounding, keep that warmth in the body. You're going to stand, straighten your left leg, bring your right knee towards the body. You might hold your knee, you might hold your thigh. And you don't want to feel like you're leaning forward. You stack your shoulders over your hips. Then you're going to open up to the side here. Bring your left hand to your hip, your right knee towards the outer edge of your mat. Now you're prepared for tree. Bring your right foot against your left leg. Maybe up at the thigh, maybe down at the shin. Palms together, that can be at the heart or overhead. Take a moment and get your balance, get your breath. Those are the 2 most important qualities in this practice today. Balance and breathing. See if you can do a little side bend. So if you've not yet, let your hands lift and lean to the right. And it's okay to feel a little unsteady. It's okay to wobble, but you stay strong in your foundation. Grounded here, balanced here. So even as the fall winds blow, we stay stable. We've got control. Come up slowly and release down both of your feet to the ground and maybe shake your arms out. Move into a little bit more balance. So let's find chair pose. Bend your knees, let your arms reach up. Bring your palms together, and you're going to again stand on your right leg. This time moving into a warrior three, so your left foot is going to extend towards that back end of the mat. Your upper body forward, so it's like a capital T. Again, those corners of your bottom foot pressed down, your hips lifting up, and your body extending, lengthening. Go ahead from your warrior three, step your left foot towards the back of your mat. You're going to find your high lunge, reaching your arms overhead with that front knee bend. From there, turn the back foot so that your heel is towards the middle of the mat and your toes point out to the side. Now you're in warrior one. Bring your hands behind you. Folding into humble warrior, your chest is going to come down towards your right leg. Press into your right big toe. Keep your chin tucked in. And then adding in an element of grounding here. Release your hands to the floor, even if it's just your fingertips that touch. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out, grounding down. Then you're going to step your way to forward fold. Left foot meets the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Have your knees bent, your hips low. Come back to chair pose. We've got the last of our standing balances here. Bring your palms to me. You're going to be standing on the left leg now. Moving into warrior three. Send your right foot towards that back end of the mat, your upper body folding forward. It's like a capital T. Your hips stay balanced, so it shouldn't feel like that right hip is lifting. Your hips stay level. Right pinky toe points towards the floor. Keep breathing. Keep balancing. Moving to high lunge, you're going to step your right foot towards the back of your mat. Balance on the ball of your foot. Bend your left knee and reach your arms overhead. Warrior one. Turn your right heel towards the middle of the mat and let your toes point out to the side. So that back foot's angled. You're still bending your front knee. Release your hands behind you. Fold your upper body. Humble warrior. Press into your left big toe to keep your balance. And then we're going to add in that grounding element. Take your hands, even if it's just your fingertips, down to touch the earth. Breathe in deep. And exhale, lean in or press down into the mat, grounding yourself more. And then instead of coming to the top of our mat, we're going to go to a downward dog this time. So bring your hands flat and step your feet back. Returning to that upside down V shape, your downward facing dog. And in downward dog, take a moment to balance your breath. You might widen your stance just slightly so that you can transition easily in between downward dog and plank on an inhale. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Keep a nice straight long line in the body with your heels pressing back and your chest pulling forward. Low belly hugs in. As you exhale, lift your hips straight back and up into downward dog. So a balanced breath here. Inhaling forward, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, down dog. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Again, breathing in, coming forward to plank. And exhaling back into downward facing. Do that one more time. And then have a slight bend in your knees and take a little jump, a hop. Take another one, a few, coming up to the top like a little bunny hop. And for a moment being on your hands, a little prep for handstands. And then start to step your feet all the way up towards your hands and take your feet towards the edges of the mat. So just having a little fun in the practice. That is also part of balance, so we don't want to be so serious all the time. Balance, fun, and playfulness. Come into your yoga squat, having a big bend in your knees, bringing your palms to meet. Hips going as low as they're able to in this pose. Crown of your head lifting up. And then from this, bring your hands to the floor, step your feet back, plank pose once more. Drop your knees, come down to your belly. We're going to do a couple variations of our locust back bend. So rest on your right cheek and let your hands swing back the side of the body. It's like you're flying. You're going to inhale, lift your head and your chest and your feet. Lengthen, get as long as you can be from head to toe. Let your hands lift. And maybe your hands even come together behind you. You could interlace your fingers and just kind of deepen the back bend. Find what's appropriate, don't force it. And then come out, bringing your left cheek to the ground. So we'll do that again. So you breathe in, lift your head, your chest, and your feet like you're flying. Get as long as you can be, your hands lifting, maybe hands connecting behind you. Continue to lengthen and lift and breathe while you're in this. Coming out this time, bring your arms around in front of you, stacking your hands. Rest your head. We'll do one more back bend. Sphinx pose. This is on your elbows, so as you lift your head, you're going to point your fingers towards the front of the mat. You might stack your elbows directly under your shoulders. If it feels a little too much in the back, your hands could be more forward or more out to the sides. But wherever you are, you're grounding into the elbows, lifting in the crown of your head. Press down into the tops of your feet. Press down into your hips. See if you can lift and lengthen any more in your spine. Then see if your right shoulder can fall gently towards, rather your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. And breathe. And then lift up, balancing yourself here. Take your left ear towards your left shoulder. And breathe. And coming out, you're going to lower your upper body, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, lift back up to all fours. Find your child's pose, dropping your hips back towards your feet. And observing these qualities that help us to navigate the fall season with more ease. You're grounded, warm, and balanced. One more time, breathe in deep, breathe out slowly. Start to lift up, and like we did earlier in the practice, we're going to tuck under our toes, find a little toe stretch. And so if it's too intense, you might do as you had before and keep your hands on the floor. You might be able to walk your hands up. You might kind of check those pinky toes, make sure that they're also untucked. And you're welcome to stay just like this and experience the stretch of the foot first. And so you're welcome to stay and just get this foot stretch here, or you might bring your hands back to the floor and lift your knees so that you're balancing. It becomes a toe balance. And again, maybe the hands stay as just kind of like support beams, or you might be able to get your hands onto your lap and lift in the upper body. And so just experiencing this toe balance for a moment, breathing here. And then we're going to go into our staff pose. So come down onto your tailbone. Let your legs extend straight out in front of you. Sitting tall, have your hands by your side, lengthening in your spine. Open across the chest. Inhale your arms overhead. And on your exhale, lower your hands halfway. Start to lean your upper body back about 45 degrees. Bend your knees. Find your boat pose, lifting up your feet. Breathing here. Hug the inner thighs close. Lift and lengthen in your spine. And then exhale, feet to the ground. So keeping your knees bent. You're going to take your right hand under your right leg. Grab your left ankle. Pull your left ankle underneath your right knee. Once you've done this, your left hand or your left elbow can hold your right knee. Your right hand's going to be behind you, so you're doing a seated twist, look towards your right shoulder. And breathe here in this. Untwist. You're going to switch sides, so both knees are bent. Left hand comes under the left leg, grabs the right ankle. Your right ankle comes under your left knee. Then you've got your left hand behind you, right hand or right elbow is hugging your left knee. So you're just twisting to the other side here. Breathing deep. And release. And just for a moment, find a comfortable, easy seat. Cross-legged if that feels okay. And you're going to take your peace sign fingers, so all your other fingers can curl in. Your peace sign fingers are going to come and touch the floor. So this is just a grounding mudra with your peace sign fingers to the earth. Lift in the crown of your head and take a deep, balanced breath. Your hands can release. You'll scoot forward on your mat and give yourself some room to recline. Coming to lay down with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground, arms by your side, preparing for bridge. Press into your feet, lift up in your hips. Keep breathing. And then on an exhale release, we're going to do a couple variations of our bridge pose. For the next one, have your left foot a little more towards the middle of the mat and start to lift up into bridge. With that left foot here centered, you're going to kind of stomp the left foot down and see if your right foot can kick up. And then come back down, your hips to the floor, your feet to the floor. Prepare for that bridge pose once more. But this time your right foot's going to be a little more towards the middle of the mat. Lifting up when you're ready, hips towards the ceiling. So that right foot stomps down, the left foot kicks up. Breathing here. And coming out, hips down, feet down. And finding a butterfly with your feet together and your knees wide. Your hands might be by your legs for extra support. We're going to flow just very quickly between bridge and butterfly pose. Start to bring your knees back together. Have hip distance at your feet. Use your inhale to lift your hips up. And on your exhale, bring your hips down, soles of the feet together, and let the knees open out. So maybe that box breath, so you've got a little time in between. Breathing in, set up for bridge. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Exhale, butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You're not trying to go as quick as you can in between, but really breathing deeply, taking that time to balance. Bridge pose and butterfly. Do that just one more time. And then you're going to hold that butterfly pose. In butterfly, if you don't have to have your hands at your legs, reach your arms overhead and hold elbows. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Let your hands release, bring your knees together. Lifting the legs in towards the body. Draw circles with your knees. And just check in, is there any other movement, anything else you need to do to feel balanced? And once you do feel balanced through the whole body, we'll go into our Savasana pose. Which might be lying flat on your back. If you've got a blanket or pillow, you might use that underneath your head for support. You can even keep your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Just giving yourself a moment to get comfortable and settled in. Letting your eyes close. Bringing your focus back to that balanced box breath. It's almost like you're drawing a square. You breathe in to a count of 4. Hold 4 count. Exhale to a count of 4. Hold for another 4. And we're just going to do this for about a minute. balancing our inhales and exhales and the spaces in between. As you continue to breathe, you might take a moment to reflect on balance from an Ayurvedic perspective. In fall, when the cool, dry, and light qualities of Vata increase, we are reminded of the importance of warmth, grounding, and balance. So invite these qualities into your being now. Maybe repeating the following affirmations to yourself. I am grounded and stable. I welcome warmth and balance into my life. I release what no longer serves me, creating space for new growth. Feel these words resonate within you. You are balanced inside and out. We'll take a few more deep breaths, feeling your body soften and your mind calm. Letting yourself rest in this space of balance and ease. Savoring that feeling of warmth and stability you've cultivated within. Now gently bring your attention back to your breath. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Start to move your fingers and your toes. You might circle your wrist and your ankles. And then hug your knees into your chest and roll over right or left side. It doesn't matter which, but curl up on your side with your hands under your head like a pillow. And one more time, take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And then make your way to an upright seat. We'll finish our practice today, hopefully feeling a little more balanced. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.